Man, all I want to say is this is some straight bull stuff, man. Attack! Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Fatal J. This is some crazy news that just came out by Ray Fisher himself. I'm going to say it again. This came out by Ray Fisher himself that Warner has removed him off the Flashpoint movie, off of the upcoming Flash movie by Ezra Miller, starring Ezra Miller. And it's sad, man. It's really sad because this is the thing. Now we live in a time where when you speak truth and try to defend other people, you get punished for it. So I don't want y'all to believe my words for it. And make sure to smash that like button. I don't want y'all to take my word for it. We can check it out right here by the man Ray Fisher himself. Ray Fisher said it. Let's check this out right here. Ray Fisher said it himself. Came out on Twitter today. This is it right here. Let's see what Ray Fisher says. I'm going to read it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Here we go. This is Ray Fisher talking. He just tweeted, please read. Accountability over entertainment. This is what he said. This is Ray Fisher talking. I have received official confirmation that Warner Brother Pictures have decided to remove me from the cast of The Flash. I strongly disagree with their decision, but it is one that is unsurprising. Despite the misconception, Cyborg involvement in The Flash was much larger than a cameo, and while I do mourn the lost opportunity to bring Victor Stone back to the screen, bringing awareness to the actions of Walter Hamada will prove to be much more important contribution to our world. Before I get right into it, y'all let me know. Can y'all hear me pretty good? Let me know if y'all hear me pretty good, and I'm going to continue. Because he wrote a lot. This is just the first page right here. He wrote a lot. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Let me shout out everybody while I get into it. Friends, thank you for coming out. Biggie Melts, thank you so much. Eco, thank you for coming out. Stay Gold Bang, thank you so much. Balin, thank you so much. TK Batcave, I got your name right finally. 19K Fox, thank you for coming out. Jonathan, Fars Par, thank you for coming out. Norbert, Noel, thank you for coming out. Jeffrey, the Watchtower Warzone, thank you for coming out. Smash that like button. This is breaking news right here from Ray Fisher himself. I'm gonna read it from the top. I'm supposed to read all the way through. It says, I have received official confirmation that Warner Brother Pictures have decided to remove me from the cast of The Flash, the upcoming Flashpoint movie. I strongly disagree with their decision, but it is one that is unsurprising. He's not surprised. Despite the misconception, Cyborg's involvement in The Flash was much larger than a cameo, and while I do mourn the lost opportunity to bring Victor Stone back to the screen, bringing awareness to the actions of Walter Hamada will prove to be a much more important contribution to the world. On December 30th, 2020, I made it clear that I cannot, with a clear conscience, participate in any production associated with the current president of DC Films, Walter Hamada, and that hurts me. That hurts me very much. Because just like I told y'all this weekend on the last live stream, last weekend, Zack Snyder said himself that Ray Fisher is the key. And I truly believe, and it hurts me to say this, it hurts me bad. Without Ray Fisher, I don't think we can move forward with another Justice League sequel, a Justice League 2 movie. You already had Zack Snyder himself on Comic Book Debate talking about he's busy. He's too busy with other movies. I took that as, yes, he is busy with other movies, but at the same time, Zack, he don't want to be in this BS that's going on with Warner. He don't want to be in it. And I really feel like if his boy Ray Fisher is not going to be a part of it, then why keep going? Why recast Cyborg? This is the thing. Cyborg, Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher has expressed that Zack Snyder had brought new life into his career. And I feel like they feed off each other like that, you know? Let's continue, man. It says the reasoning behind the declaration was twofold. One, Walter's purpose attempt to undermine the Justice League investigation in order to protect his friend and former co-president Geoff Johns. The cat is out the bag now. Geoff Johns, you foul, bro. Walter attempt to protect himself by contributing to the public dissemination of lies and misinformation about myself and the Justice League investigation and Warner Brothers Pictures, September 4th statement to the route. Let me read that again. Number 2, Walter's attempt to protect himself by contributing to the public dissemination of lies and misinformation about myself and the Justice League investigation and Warner Brothers Pictures, September 4th statement to the route. It's a lot of bull crap going on, a lot of lies, a lot of bull crap, a lot of lies. We're going to continue reading. Forge Paul, I never liked how they did him in Justice League 2017. I was never of that movie. Fatal J, I think you should do more news about DC and Marvel. It was fun to see you do this. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue reading. It says, bear in mind, Walter Hamada interfering with the Justice League investigation is a completely separate issue. Bear in mind, Walter Hamada interfering with the Justice League investigation is a completely separate issue than the investigation itself. And while Walter's behavior was not a point of focus for the investigation of the Justice League reshoots, his dangerous and enabling actions during the investigation process must be called to account. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. And while Walter's behavior was not a point of focus for the investigation of the Justice League reshoots, his dangerous and enabling actions during the investigation process must be called to account. Let's continue going. On July 7, 2020, during a 57-minute long phone call with Walter, I made multiple attempts to have him escalate my claims of misconduct against Josh Whedon, Geoff Johns, and John Bird through the proper channels. Rather than escalate the situation when intentionally asked, Walter dispatched Josh Whedon and John Bird in an attempt to cover up for Geoff Johns. When I alerted Walter that Geoff was in fact a major contributor to the issues experienced, including blatant racism, Walter tried, but to no avail, to get me to reveal the name of witnesses and other specifics that could be used to forewarn Geoff of the claims being brought against him. Walter even went so far as to sharply dismiss certain claims of mine as untrue because of his work experience and personal relationship with Geoff. This makes so much sense now. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I truly believe now, everything Walter Hamada said in that article that came out a week or two ago, they're not trying to go on with the Snyder Cut. Because they know exactly how Zack Snyder feel about his boy Ray Fisher. Walter Hamada is foul. I truly believe Ray Fisher is going all out, telling the truth. Why would you risk your career? Why would you risk everything? This man is putting his career on the line. And I'm thinking me. A lot of people need to come out of the woodwork and defend this man. This man done lost his job pretty much. Pretty much so this man done lost his job. Let me see what everybody else saying. Looks like I'm not seeing Aquaman 2 or Flash. This is ridiculous. Amber Heard gets her own series, and that's what I'm saying. Amber Heard gets her own series and not fired. This is another thing. I'm gonna put it out there. And no, and nothing against Ezra Miller. But Ezra Miller chokeslammed the girl right on live camera, and nothing happened to him. He got his own movie coming out. I'm going to say that again. Ezra Miller, and nothing against Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller chokeslammed the girl live on camera, and nothing happened to him, and he's still getting his own movie. It's bull crap, man. Let's continue reading, man. Let's continue reading. Walter indicted that he was briefed on Josh Whedon's problematic behavior well in advance of my speaking out on July 1st, 2020, that briefly lightly came from Geoff Johns, with whom Walter served as co-president of DC Films. Regardless of how he was made aware, Walter knew that there was legitimacy to my claims against Joss Whedon. So peep this in summary. Walter Hamada know at this point that Ray Fisher is telling the truth. Yet he persisted in trying to minimize and dismiss the situation, claimed that it is a producer's job to protect the director and that he was looking to move beyond and anything to do with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Let's read that last sentence so now you can know how these cats really feel about the Zack Snyder Justice League Snyder Cut. Let's read this last sentence. Claiming that it's a producer's job to protect the director and that he was looking to move beyond anything to do with Zack Snyder's Justice League. These people at DC, these people at Warner, they always act fickle when it came to Zack Snyder, and Ray Fisher he just pulling all out. The cat is out the bag now. He ain't got nothing to lose. They don't took him off the movie. They don't took this man off the movie. Far Paul, I think the Flashpoint move and the Spider-Man 3 MCU movies are going to be awesome. Yeah, but it ain't gonna feel right knowing this Cyborg not on that joint, you know? It ain't gonna feel right. It could be dope. It could still be dope, but it still ain't right, man. It wasn't, this is the last part right here. I think it's another page too. It wasn't until I argued, watered down, that he agreed to escalate my claims as asked, citing it as above his pay grade. What? Walter, you foul, bro. It wasn't until I argued, watered down, that he agreed to escalate my claims as asked, citing it was above his pay grade, knowing that he had overstepped and that I had no intention of backing down. Walter made matters worse by making a tasteless, self-aware joke about not wanting me to put him on Twitter about this. Well, here we are. So Walter Hamada pretty much said, yeah, man, don't put me on Twitter. He didn't want that smoke because he knew what was about to go down. He was about to get exposed. They'll probably recast Cyborg since his Flashpoint and Mate was different. I'm going to be honest with you, though, Trey. If they recast him, bro, it's going to be whack. I don't care if they even get somebody like Will Smith. So it's just going to be whack to me, man. They have already established that Ray Fisher is Cyborg. And this is what kind of kills me about DC, even though I'm a hardcore DC fan. This is what killed me. When the ball gets rolling, DC get unorganized again. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. A lot of people trying to sit back and be nice and say Wonder Woman 84 is good. No, it's not. It's not. It's all over the place. And it's like, why do y'all have this big vendetta about Zack Snyder when Zack Snyder proved he was getting that universe right? The crowd, the people, they want that universe right. Now people, Gal Gadot, she don't put so much of a stain, and when I say stain, laid her claim to Wonder Woman. Nobody else want to see another Wonder Woman. Nobody want to see another version of Superman, see Henry Cavill replaced. Nobody want to see another Batman. They want to see Batfleck. They want to see Ray Fisher. They want to see Ezra Miller. They want to see that. I don't want to see another another Cyborg. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because now I know the real reason why you getting this man off these movies, because he telling the truth. What happened to everybody having each other backs against injustice, or y'all just picking which sides? Because I'm still gonna say this to the end of the day. You got Amber Heard still doing Aquaman, probably gonna be the main star of the movie, and you got Ezra Miller still doing his own movie. Ezra Miller that chokeslammed somebody, and nothing against Ezra Miller. He might have been having a bad day. I don't know. But he chokeslammed a girl on camera. He chokeslammed a girl on camera and got his own movie coming out. Let's continue. Let's continue. Thank y'all all, everybody, for coming out. Make sure to smash that like, because I'm trying to. This is what the Fatal J channel about. I'm trying to spit that truth just like Ray spitting that truth. Now this retcons what Ezra Flash said in the Crisis on Infinite Earth. I told Victor that was possible. Yep. And we all, when we think Victor, we thinking Ray. Right? I'm not watching Earth 2 with Patterson Bats. Oh man, that's going too far, man. That's going too far, man. Patterson ain't got nothing to do with this, man. I still want to see that movie though. Screw Ezra Heard, but come on, they messing with the wrong movement. Yes, don't upset schizophrenic actors with one acting credit by reducing the role. How dare you? Yep. Prime, what up, Prime? The Miller situation was a joke. Even if it was a joke, bro, it still wasn't a good look for Ezra Miller, though. It still wasn't a good look for him. Because a lot of people in the world, you got a lot of people in the world now you can't convince that wasn't the real deal, even though it did look like a joke to me. It looked like a joke, but a lot of people take that stuff seriously. Domestic violence and all that stuff. That ain't a good joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it. I can only speak real on this channel, bro. That's all I can do. And don't get me wrong, I got nothing against Ezra Miller. I think Ezra Miller is dope. Let's continue though. Let's continue. Next page. This is the next page because he wrote a lot. He said, despite Walter's best efforts, the Justice League investigation was able to expose the racist, cohesive, discriminatory, and retaliatory behavior of Geoff Johns during his tenure with Warner Media affiliates. It has also led to be more immediate partner ways between Warner Media and Josh Whedon. That was a lie he just put in there. Despite Walter's best efforts, the Justice League investigation was able to expose the racist, which is good, cohesive, discriminatory, and retaliatory behavior of Geoff Johns during his tenure with Warner Media affiliates. It has also led to the more immediate parting ways between Warner Media and Josh Whedon. So Josh Whedon is out of there, but I'm still wondering because we got a lot of news out there that said Geoff Johns is still rocking. Now you got half of the people, news outlets saying that Geoff Johns is not there. Then you got the other half saying Geoff Johns is indeed still rocking with DC, and some of that makes sense to me. The reason why I say a lot of that makes sense to me is because Geoff Johns has TV shows that's going on right now, and TV shows Man, that's crazy. What up, everybody? DC took me out of there. DC took me out. They said I was spitting true. Everything just went off. Man, let's see what everybody's saying so far. Because this is crazy, man. Let me see what happened. I'm back, y'all. Look at Falls Paul laughing at me. Let's see. Sanders racism doesn't actually help anything. You have to point out that was his racist so people can get behind you. Otherwise, you're just a preacher yelling at bus stops. That's true. Frozen fatal. Yeah, I frozen. It caught him lacking too. Hit the monitor here, maybe on freeze. Oh man. As soon as I was talking to Prime, my stuff went off. Let's see. Somebody said he went into diabetic shock. Let's see. Last I hear, Ray Fisher said the article by him is getting removed was false. Let's check this out. Let me pull this up real quick. Sorry, y'all, for the technical difficulties. My power just went off while I was reading that. It went off. It went off. Thank y'all for everybody that stuck around. I know everybody is laughing at me. Superior, what is up, sir? Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Igor, what's up? Mr. West Ashley. Bro, I was killing it. Everybody was up in here. And then all of a sudden, bro, the power went off while I was speaking. That true, bro. The power went off. Like everything shut down. I think DC trying to let me know, hey, stop reading that stuff or we're going to cut your power off. They not playing, bro. Q Will, what up? Nicotina, you know what's something funny? I was speaking truth. It was about 60, 70 people up in here. And then all of a sudden, my power just went completely off. Because I was spitting that real. Let's start out where we left off. Let me get back to it. We're going to get on Twitter. I got to finish this last part about Ray Fisher. I got to finish this last part. So, DC, let me tell y'all something. Y'all can't stop the boy Fatal J. Y'all can't stop Fatal J and Ray Fisher. Y'all can't stop me. Okay, so let's continue. Ray Fisher. Here we go. Let me share my screen. Let's get to it. I'm going to continue reading this real quick. Let's read the second part right here. This is the second part where I left off on before DC blew my stuff up. It says, despite Walter's best efforts, the Justice League investigation was able to expose the racist, cohesive, discriminatory, and retaliatory behavior of Geoff Johns during his tenure with Warner Media's affiliates. It's also led to the more immediate partner ways between Warner Media and Josh Whedon. While it be made legally, and this is small print I'm reading, while it be made legally and financially safer to quietly phase Geoff Johns out or to let Josh Whedon exit of his own accord, I share neither of these responsibilities. My responsibilities are and have been one, to try to protect those that were brave enough to lend their voice to the Justice League investigation. Two, to use what little power I possess to ensure that the workplace behavior exhibited during the Justice League reshoots and its investigations never happen again. It says, no one in any profession shall have to argue with their employer for their claims of abuse, racism, discrimination to be taken down by the proper chain of command. And no one in any position of leadership should attempt to dissuade those wishing to report such claims from doing so. Walter's actions has transformed his narrative from investigation of on-set misconduct in 2017 to the examination of the present-day cover-up culture of Hollywood. He going in. His contribution to Warner Brothers Pictures' September 4th statement to the rap was false, cowardly, and reckless. I knew something was fishy. with that. Listen to what everybody's saying. Prime said, I'm telling the truth, bro. I was going in. My lights ain't never did that. Went off for 5 seconds. And I went back, looked on my phone. I'm still streaming, bro. I was thinking, okay, I'm done with the stream. The stream's still going, bro. Jonathan, thank you so much for still sticking around. Apex, thank you for coming out. Y'all make sure to smash that like button. Stay gold bang. Thank you so much. Yes, I live. Yes, I do. Let's continue reading. This is the last part. He said, I maintain that Walter Hamada is unfit for a position of leadership, and I am willing at any point to submit to a polygraph test to support any claims against him. I don't know how many instances of workplace abuse Walter has attempted to cover in the past, but hopefully the Justice League investigation will be the last. And if the end of my time as Cyborg is the cost for helping to bring awareness and accountability to Walter's Hamada actions, I'll pay it gladly. Onward, gratefully, Ray. And he left the quote. He says, you reach a point in life where you simply must take a stand. I want to ask y'all this right here, right now. I want to ask y'all this. Do y'all think, people in the chat, do y'all think we getting a Justice League 2 from Zack Snyder after seeing this news? What y'all think? What do y'all think? Warzone, you right. Shame on WB. Chubbs, thank you so much for sticking around. Black Angus, I love you, Fader, but I'm a very happy Cyborg is leaving. Of course you is, sir. You're very negative. Prime, the chat is delayed, fam. Oh, okay. Prime, what you mean is delayed? It's delayed? Why is it delayed? 27 people in here now. Thank you so much for y'all sticking around. Do y'all think that we getting a Justice League 2 movie? Do y'all think we getting a Justice League 2 movie? I don't think we getting one after this. I think Zack Snyder is gone. He has Zack Snyder has pretty much catered to the fans. And I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I want a Justice League 2, as much as I want a Justice League 3, Zack did what he was supposed to do. So he can walk off in the sunset. This movie right here is dedicated to Adam Snyder. This movie right here is dedicated to the fans. How much more do he owe us? Is Zack Hart really into doing that, or going to DCEU, or do he want to move on to other movies? And just like Zack Snyder said, like I told everybody, just like Zack Snyder said, this is just like he said, Ray Fisher is the heart of the Snyder Cut movie, of the Justice League movies. And it made sense. If you look at the Jim Lee storyboard, it makes sense that Ray Fisher Cyborg plays a big role in those movies, but we might not ever see him again, because you know what? Walter Hamada, Geoff Johns, Joss Whedon, these cats they protecting themselves. They burn too much heat. Hollywood don't like it when you put heat on them. We have seen it. We have seen it. It's a secret society out there. It's a code with Hollywood. Don't tell on this. You can tell on this if it goes with our propaganda and agenda, but don't tell on what the big wigs is doing. No, don't do that. So my heart go out to Ray Fisher, man. My heart go out to that man. I feel real bad for him. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. WB is out of their minds if they think we'll give them our money after this. They don't deserve us. Snyder, the cast of the movie, I'm done at the Justice League. They'll see how big our community is. Yeah. Let's see what Warzone saying. The biggest one in Hollywood. My man, Fatal J, thank you for coming out, Master. DC Legendary, I'm sick and tired of WB crap. That's it for the Snyderverse. You know what? DC Legendary. I hate to say it, bro. I hate to say it, but I think the Snyderverse is over. I think the Snyderverse is done. And I think this is gonna be like a domino effect. If Ray gone, I think a lot of people like the cast, like your Batflicks, your Henry Cavills. Because think about this, y'all forgot about this. Henry Cavill haven't said a word about anything, bro. He haven't said a word about anything. When you look at interviews of Henry Cavill and somebody bring up Superman, he get real tense. Have you noticed that? And this is coming from your man Fatal J. I'm a big Henry Cavill fan. I tell y'all all day, every day. I made a tweet about it today. Man of Steel is my favorite superhero movie of all time. But when it comes to Henry Cavill, and when people say, well, you're doing a Man of Steel 2, and you're going to do this in the DCEU, he gets real tensed up, and he'll say, next question. He always say, next question. So I don't know if his heart in it, man, because you got to remember, he doing The Witcher. I think his heart is in The Witcher. See what Corey talking about. After Snyder Cut, I'm out. Lifelong DC fan having to take a stand. They crossed the line. Jonathan, I believe Justice League 2 is possible. It depends on how well the Snyder Cut does. Remember, Ben also left the Batman role and now has returned. Circumstance change over time. Jonathan, I want to keep hope that Ben Affleck is still in that Flashpoint movie. Because I'm going to tell you this. Jonathan. Now, since Ray Fisher is out of Flashpoint, what else are they going to take out the movie? Have Ray Fisher already filmed? Has Flashpoint already started filming? And if not, the story that they have for Ray probably affect a lot of people too. You know what I mean? Then you got to think. At the end of the Snyder Cut movie, if you look at the Jim Lee storyboard, and I think they still going with this ending, the last 3 surviving Justice League members is Cyborg, is Flash, and is Batman. Those are the only 3 surviving members. That's how Zack is going to end it. Now, Zack might do something totally different. But if you look at that Jim Lee storyboard, you got Flash dragging Cyborg. You got Batman. They're headed to a broken down Wayne Manor. So I'm thinking, how can Zack touch that if Ray is gone? Think about it. Snyder Cut already been made. That's already made. What can they do with a sequel if Warner don't want Ray there? That's all I'm saying. Let's see what y'all saying. That's crazy. We lost Henry Cavill and Affleck. Now Ray. Why stick around? It's a good question and a hard question also. Black Angles, I love Marvel. I love Snyder stuff. DC was meant to be a different angle or flavor of super movies, not the same. Prime, they will have to rewrite the script, fam, because this is a stupid move. Yeah, you're right. Very stupid move. And it looks bad on their part. It looks very bad on their part because now, this is the thing. If you're doing this just because he's a male, you got to remember this. Josh Whedon have mentally abused a lot of women out there in Hollywood. So, of course, it makes sense they're going to get rid of Josh Whedon. But this dude ain't lying about Jeff Johns either and John Bird. You just going to keep those cats too? But, of course, you're going to keep those cats. You're going to keep them because they're still involved in movies and shows that's about to come out. Of course you is. Alice, let me see what you're saying. This is a business, so money is what matters. If the Snyder Cut blows up, Justice League 2 will have to happen. I see a lot of people say this, and I want that to happen. I want the Snyder Cut to blow up. I want the Snyder Cut to be huge. I want it to be the hugest thing ever. But you must understand, Zack Snyder is there. When you look at, I even saw Film God did a thing with Jared Leto, did a video piece. And Jared Leto was saying so many good words about, he was zoned out, but he said so many good words about Zack Snyder. And I think it's vice versa with Zack Snyder. He cares about his actors. So why will we get a Justice League 2? Think about it. Justice League 2, you need Ray as much as anybody. You need Cyborg more than anybody. How is Zack Snyder going to do Justice League 2 if Ray Fisher is not involved? How is Zack Snyder going to do that without Cyborg? Cyborg plays a big piece. He plays a huge piece. WB shooting themselves in the foot. Yes, they are. Apex Comics. Fans of comics need to make those movies and not political hats. But this is the thing, man. You got people in Hollywood, those guys in those suits, those ladies in those suits who are over these properties and don't have passion for it. They only care about the money. They don't have passion for these characters at all. They don't care. It's a vendetta out there for some odd reason. It's a vendetta out there for some odd reason about Zack Snyder. It is something about Zack Snyder that these kids, these guys don't like. I don't know what it is. But Walter Hamada, now pay attention closely to that article that came out. When he talking about the cul-de-sac and all that stuff, pay attention to that. They trying to push that out of there, man. It's sad. Prime. Possibilities, however, WB has an agenda. They have an agenda, bro. DC Legendary, Gal kind of hinted at herself leaving because in a recent interview, she said she hope Wonder Woman 3 give us closure. I'm going to be honest with you, DC Legendary. If we do get a Wonder Woman 3, and this is why I'm saying if we get a Wonder Woman 3, when a movie look like it's headed to tank, like it's going to do bad, they come out with these articles to talk about Part 3 is coming out. Part 3 confirmed. They always do that. But if a Wonder Woman 3 does come out, we already know for sure that's Gal last hoorah. And we already know for sure that's Patty last hoorah. We already know. Black Angus, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Someone ahead paid for an A1 burger, so take my money, Fatal. Thank you so much because I like A1 burgers. And let me blow you up, sir. Let me give you the greatest scene in Dragon Ball Z history. So people in the chat, I want y'all to let me know in the chat, do y'all think it's a possibility out there that we still going to get a Justice League 2? Even if Snyder Cut blows up, do you think Zack Snyder is going to go ahead and do a sequel? And if he does a sequel, will Ray Fisher be in there? Do you think other celebrities is going to speak up within this movie? Do you think they're going to speak up and back up Ray? Or do you think Ray is just going to fade away? And I ain't trying to rhyme right now, but I'm just speaking the truth. What do you guys think about that? What do y'all think about that? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I apologize earlier. My power went out. I know, Jay, that the suits have lost their way. Yep. Ray, Justice League 2 will be under Warner Media, so Hamada won't have any involvement. Okay. Justice League 2 would be under Warner Media, so Hack Media won't. Okay. And how does that work? Let's see. DC Legendary, no, it's over. Let me see what because Watchtower know it all. Let's see what Watchtower's saying. He said, I don't know. All I know is that the war is reaching the climax. The war is reaching the climax. I believe that too, Jeffrey. A lot of stuff is supposed to come out. A lot of stuff. This is gonna get real ugly. This is gonna get ugly. You supposed to see a lot of stuff. And have y'all noticed? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, a lot of people haven't been peeping game. Have y'all noticed all this drama is coming out now, right before Zack dropped his movie? Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all noticed they got rid of Ray Fisher right before Zack started promoting? Have y'all noticed that? Pay attention. Yes, because money talks. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I want the Snyderverse to continue. I want Batflick. I want Henry Cavill, Man of Steel. I want Gal Gadot to do a better movie. I do. But I'm also looking at the realistic side because we all know in Hollywood, they don't like you to talk that much. They want you to shut up, be a good actor, and keep it moving. We know how it is. Why you think they got PR people? It's a reason for that. That's why I got respect for Kanye West. He don't care. Let me see. Corey Flores. I believe Zack's work will speak measures as well as Ray performance. It'll blow up in Hamada's face. I agree. Let me see. Prime. You got to understand, people. Walter Hamada and WB, Warner Media and WB, two different divisions, just under the same umbrella. WB is for film. Warner Media is for HBO Max. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. But you got to understand this too, Prime. Justice League, is Justice League considered both of those films? Because you got to understand the Whedon too, the Whedon version. You know, even though I hate saying that, but you're right. I want to see this movie be successful. I want it to blow up. I want many people, many subscribers, because this is at the end of the day, like I said, I told y'all on the last stream. It's up to us to blow it out the water when the Snyder Cut come out. Because you got to understand, I don't think people at DC want this movie to do good. I think they want to laugh in our faces when this movie come out. I really do. Why would you put all this bad press out there? You know what I mean? It's sad, man. Zack and Ray are done, then I'm done at the Zack Justice League, Zack Snyder Justice League. I agree. Wow. Master, I feel for Ray, but he put Zack in a difficult position. Dang. You know what? That's kind of real, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's kind of real. That's kind of real. That's a real statement. Ray ain't Zack ain't a confrontational dude. You ain't never seen Zack go off. I think Zack, if anything, I'm gonna put it like this for Zack, and I can't speak for that man, but this is just a theory. He might just do these movies, and then a year or two later, he might come back to Zack Snyder Justice League if the movie does good. Now, this will give Zack Snyder a lot of leverage. That's why I keep telling everybody, you got to subscribe to HBO Max, and you got to show out in March, because this would give Zack a lot of leverage to bring Ray Fisher back. This will give him a whole bunch of leverage. So we got to make this movie successful, man. We got to make it successful. Prime, hey, Jovid said something that is a fact. This kind of bad press is the same thing that happened with BBS. Tons of negative. I remember that. Tons of negative news to take it down in order to elevate Silver Boy and Geoff Johns' agenda. I remember that. I remember when BBS came out. You had a slew of haters that downed the movie. Remember when everybody was making fun of Martha? Remember they put that in all the little comedy shows and TV shows, and there's the critics talking about the Martha scene, when they knew deep down that Martha scene was straight genius. Even the comic book heads had forgotten in their mind. I forgot that both of their moms was named Martha. That was genius, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That was genius. Warner is shooting themselves in the foot. The movie will be epic. DC has a huge following. The movie will speak for itself. Yes, it will. And I want to thank y'all all for coming out and sticking with your boy Fatal J, even though they zapped me out. If you want to have some fun, if you want to laugh at your boy Fatal J, look at the middle of this video. When it shows up on YouTube, you're going to have a good laugh, because DC got tired of me talking all that trash and they zapped me right out of the stream. But I will be back for another one to bring y'all that heat. And this is what I want to say before I leave out of this joint. Fatal J supports Ray Fisher. Hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher. And this is what I want to say before I leave out, something peaceful, not negativity. In March, everybody across the land and all across the world and all the boys and girls, make sure to subscribe to the HBO Max so Zack Snyder can have a whole ton of leverage and bring Ray Fisher back if need so. I'm out of here. Peace.